First item on our agenda is our consent agenda. Entertain a motion to approve that.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Under new business, we need to discuss the update of the funding agreement with the city of Crawfordsville and the county and the regional sewer district, solid waste district. Let's see. I guess,
So it looks like we've been continuing just with the current agreement that didn't really have an expiration in it from what I see. Is that
right, and we
Yeah.
need to
right?
kind of tie that down and.
Right. I guess my question is, probably for Lori, like, is the billing we're getting from Walden, is it still on track, or is it changed, or higher, lower?
It's the same.
It's the same.
Yeah, we added, excuse me, the change was we added Ladoga. Sorry. Yes. Change was we did add Ladoga, so.
Right, but like the stuff, like the city's flowing money through for the recycling, that's not, they've not increased it or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
We did increase the budget, though, for next year.
Right.
Anticipating if, with this new company, if we were to be charged per car, which
Right.
we weren't this time. So, I mean, the budget could be dropped because, and just anticipating that, we raised it, but we don't have the funds coming in to cover that, and that's what Minnie's going to talk about, the 1782. So that's entirely up to you guys, how you want to do that.
And are they itemized, is Walden itemizing so you can see what's for like the curbside stuff that we drop off and then what's
Yeah,
in that drop-off site?
Yes, one of them's 4,100 for the large item drop-off, and then there's the curbside, and that's around, averages around 200. And then like for the Ladoga, it's 350, Waynetown, it's 450, and then the three schools, that's all adds up, and that's like $1,400 a month.
Are they billing us for Wabash Avenue for that site?
Well, that's what we assume is the site, the pickup site on Oak Street, pickup site. Yeah, that is
Okay.
on the bill. So that's the one that you
So
and
it's
I talked about.
curbside that we drop off plus the
Yes.
site? Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mindy.
It's like every time it's.
These tie in together. I mean, both of
Yeah,
these items
absolutely.
tie into one another.
Absolutely. The reason we asked that you guys take another look at that is when we got the 1782 notice and we knew this was coming, we asked for a $156,000 budget where historically we had been asking for $107,000, and what the city and county were contributing covered that, but we've increased it by $49,000. So we just need to know the way the current contract is written, ending in 2022, I thought, but or only specified through 2022, was that the county would pick up all extra. So I just asked that we, because the state will approve the requested budget if we can show them the funds are coming in. But as it sits, they've dropped our budget down to what our receipts are, which is how they should do it.
Okay. So then we need to increase that from 107 to 156, and then,
If you choose to keep that budget, you would need to show that you're going to back it with funding from the city and county. And then I can submit that to the state and get that additional. If you want to keep it at 107, we're fine.
but the 1782 notice says we can't keep it there?
No, the 1782 notice says that it will cover the 107 as before because we have the funding to cover that.
Okay.
I know I'm probably not making sense. I haven't had
No,
coffee
just,
yet.
yeah, just, not what you're saying is
Yeah.
what they're trying to
Okay.
relay to us as a
Okay.
district.
Yeah, I think what the notice is trying to say is that they can see $108,000 worth of support for your budget because they can trace your budget, your contribution of 54 in the cities, but that's all they can see as a source of payment of funds. So we either need to raise the city's portion and raise ours, or we need to have the county absorb the full amount of the difference and show that in our budget.
Correct. So, yeah, we provide a budget, or we provide the numbers to the state the same way for the solid waste as we do the county. So they look at cash balance, receipts coming in, expected expenses, and
Source of funds.
source of funds. Yeah, thank you, Dan.
And it's the source of funds we have a problem. 'Cause
Yeah.
They can't see that we have committed funds sufficient to support our budget.
Yeah. They asked me to send the contract, and when I looked at the contract, it didn't support what we were requesting, so, the way it was written. So we either need to adjust our funding, or leave it as is. And they'll cover it at our old number, which is 107.
And I might say that what we should do is when you all approve the budget in the fall, at your fall meeting, we should always just do a new agreement at that time to just say where the money's gonna come from, and then we'd be fine.
Agreed.
So Lori, you said we had increased it, anticipating an increase, but we didn't need it. How much was that?
Yes.
Okay, yes, we increased it on the thought that it could possibly go up to $36,000 and $36,195 for Caldwell Environmental. If we were to have cars over, I based it on, we had 529 cars the year before. So I kind of based it on that amount because we were short. And then the $550 for the forklift, and that brings it up to the $36,195. And then we did increase the printing and advertising. The thought was maybe to get more people, we needed to do some more advertising. And we did more advertising this year, and it didn't cost as much as it had in the past. So that one was lower. And so yeah, our contractual services, I had kicked that up to 154. And it could go back down to the original, not really the original. We still need more.
Yeah, we're running really tight.
We are getting into, the funds come into, the county general has a budget under the commissioners for solid waste. And we pay those funds to the solid waste. Mindy invoices me, that goes into the solid waste fund that we pay our bills out of. Well, there is money left over in that account, and so I've been using that money left over in the account to cover the shortfalls. So that's where we're at.
But the shortfalls are on the Tox Away Day.
Well, you could say that, yeah, but I mean, it's all paid under contractual services. We don't pay Tox Away Day under a different line item, which we could do a new line item for that, I suppose, right?
So in the proposed budget they kicked back, there was 154.
Yes.
But you're saying we don't probably need 154.
We probably
What
do
do
not.
we need?
Oh, geez.
I would go halfway. I mean, we've been running
short.
We've been
yeah.
running short.
Yeah, so,
I'm asking for a cash balance real quick. I don't have a text back. I can tell you as of yesterday, we had 10,000 in cash, but I know we paid several
yes, I just.
things
right.
yesterday.
It averages about $6,000 a month
Yeah.
for the solid waste bills that come in. And we also pay contractual services, not that that's very high. We also pay attorney's fees out of that line item too.
Did you just say 6,000 a month?
Yeah, you're
sorry?
getting a check.
There's a problem right there.
So if we go halfway, looking at another 25,000 into the budget and then split between the city and the county, is that what?
I
I'm
think
hearing?
that would be comfortable.
Well, but I have other questions. So
Sure.
like, you say they're itemizing that drop-off site. I
Yes.
know I keep coming back to that.
Yes.
But we've identified that as a place that if we have to cut, that's getting cut, right?
Oh,
Because
okay.
I'm paying for that. We're paying for that, and it's coming from, who knows where all that stuff's coming from, right?
Okay, so you also get a bill from solid waste
No,
or from
It's
Walden?
passing through you guys.
Okay.
I'm,
When you say
right.
you're paying for, we're paying. Okay,
Right.
gotcha.
I mean,
Okay,
what we're paying is based on that
yes.
invoice, right? So
Right.
that, I don't know, I mean, we didn't pay for that for years. It's dropped off at his doorstep, and it is what it is. And then when the market turned upside down because of the pandemic and China not taking the plastics and all that kind of stuff, we started paying. So
Oh, okay,
I think we need to revisit that issue.
gotcha.
I don't know that we need to be paying for everything everything that's dropped off there.
Right.
And it includes a fee for all the trash that's dropped off that can't be recycled, I think, it used to.
That's not itemized out if they do.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So I don't know, how much is that, though? I mean, that site, how much?
The site itself, that one, the site itself, that one's $4,100.
Okay.
And then we have drop-off, their drop-off, which is like I said, it's based on tonnage. So that's like around $200, something like that. Why don't I,
But
if
the
you
Oak
guys are
Street and the Oak Street Wabash is $4,100 a month.
Yes, yeah. If you guys are comfortable, I'll pull the bills and show you guys each one. I think I've done that, and that way you can see and make a informed decision instead of just what I say. I'd feel more comfortable if you did that, looked at everything in black and white, and then decide what you think you want to do.
And it's confusing. I've talked to
Yeah,
Walden, and it's still very
yeah,
confusing. I can't get apples and apples and oranges. And
Right,
it's
yeah,
confusing.
I just pay him and hope it's
I know,
right.
I know.
And just to relieve some of that pressure to make a decision today, I've already submitted the 1782 notice at the reduced amount. I've accepted that, knowing that we can go back and get an additional once we get this hammered out a little bit. So there is zero pressure to have a decision today in any way, shape, or form. We're covered for what we are normally covered for, the 107 or whatever it is. And we can make a decision on that contract as we have better information in front of us. And then we can just submit an additional.
So we probably just need a motion to reset the budget at what you resubmitted the second time in 1782, at our original budget, go back to what it was.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
done. I don't know what motion needs to happen. I can tell you I signed the 1782 notice, so, and submitted it.
Yeah, so what happens, what the effect of the 1782 is, remember, when you adopt a budget, it's just permission to spend money. Doesn't mean you have the money, doesn't mean anything, but, so what that means, you'll start 2026 with $107,000 of appropriation. So you can spend up to that without any trouble, which is why, as I agree with Mindy, you have time to solve the problem and consider what you want to do. Your first step would be to amend your budget. You'd come back and amend your budget to whatever you want it to be. Then, if it's higher than 107, let's say it's 130 or something, then you would then request an additional appropriation.
Right.
Have that approved, and then that would, we'd submit that to the DLGF, and they'd have to approve that.
So that's what I'm saying, is amend it to what Mindy submitted, so that's just on record that the authority backed that up.
Well, she didn't submit it, she submitted the 154.
No, she submitted the second.
I submitted, we submitted the 156 or 154. The state looks at that.
Right.
And then they come back with the 1782 notice saying what they will approve.
Right.
And then I have to sign that.
So
Or
she signed that, so I think we should have something saying that we agree with that.
Oh, I see.
I see what you're saying.
Yes,
You
yes.
want to ratify
The reduced amount,
the
right.
acceptance of the reduced amount.
And then if we have to do additionals, we do additionals.
I understand, yeah.
So I'll make a motion to do that.
Second. Any more discussion? I would agree, the site on Wabash. Maybe we can
Yeah.
readdress that with them, because that
Yeah, I think we
seems-
should sit down with them and understand. I mean, that market keeps changing, and I don't know if they say, like, if you're not supporting it, it just goes away, that's not good, but I don't know that we need to keep supporting it at the level we are.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? No public comment? Is there anything else?
So the actual agreement, we were going to discuss the city agreement. Do we,
Yeah, if you would discuss it, then we would prepare it for approval. It's just that amount, really, the agreement is how much these break back up. Currently, it's 54, is what's in the 2021 agreement that was 21, 22, and then, yeah, we haven't came back to it.
and we don't know what that number looks like until we have this discussion with Walden, so.
Yeah, we don't have to do it today, I'm just saying.
Any other staff reports or anything come for us?
I neglected to put on here your 2026 meeting schedule. If you want to decide when you want to hold that, or if you want to keep it the same as we have in the past. We've been doing it quarterly, and your next meeting would be in February, the last Monday in February. Do you guys want to keep it the same?
I'd move to keep it the same,
Second.
quarterly, third Monday,
Okay.
or the last, was it third?
Fourth.
Fourth, last
Yeah.
Monday, fourth.
Yes. Thank you.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Any other business? Entertain a motion to adjourn?
It's been moved.